Hey YouTube, welcome back to Along for the Ride, and we're back at the shop again, and that means we're checking out yet another vehicle. And this one's going a completely different direction, but not so different a direction in the fact that this is the direction I started with. So when I was looking at the truck and release was coming up, even before this, we were checking out these vehicles, and I was lucky enough to get this for an overnighter as well. This one's a little bit different, goes a little against what I've been looking at, but here we are. This is a 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks. Ford Bronco Outer Banks Sasquatch package, which is not really what I was looking to get into. I love the look of this. By far, I love the Sasquatch package. I love the big wheels on it, but certainly not something I thought was within my realm. In terms of what I was hoping to do, in terms of getting a more of a commuter vehicle, something that's a little better on gas, that kind of thing. But this is a mean looking machine. And the whole idea behind the Bronco, it was all about fun. And this looks like it could be fun. So I've test driven this one a couple times. The dealer is trying to make a deal with me with it. We've had trouble trying to find one with dual tops. This came on their lot. People aren't trading them. Everybody seems to want them right now. This is the Outer Banks Luxe package. It has the highest package in it with a carbon gray hard top on it, which I like. I'm glad it's not painted. That would be too much black, I think. I like the two-tone. And yeah, so I was a little apprehensive about test driving this and seeing what it felt like. The whole idea behind the Bronco is to pull the top off in the summer, get the doors off, and I don't have to drive my Spider because I wouldn't put a helmet on and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking this would replace that. A couple issues with this I thought was going to be the fuel economy. My truck is fantastic on fuel economy, but I did a trip from the dealership to home last night with the truck and got 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Did that exact same trip with this vehicle. It's parked in the exact same spot in front of the shop, and it did 9.7, so just over a liter more, which is really great. I mean, the average on this thing is 12.7, but it's been a demo vehicle and been test driven by a bunch of people, so that was kind of concerning. This is supposed to have the trailer tow package, which is underneath there. It doesn't have the hitch on it right now, but that's what we're going to check out right now. So I want to see what's going to happen with the Sea-Doo attached to this. Number one, the backup camera on this thing is garbage. Garbage compared to my truck. The truck doesn't have a fisheye lens on it like this does. This is really fisheye. And I don't even think you can see the trailer hitch with that fisheye lens. So I'm not sure what backing up is going to look like. I don't think I can do anything in terms of trailer mode. I'll check the software when we get in there. But we're going to just pull the Sea-Doo out a little bit, back up to it, see what that looks like, and then see if we can actually get this tailgate open, because I think that's going to be an issue. So here's the backup camera here. We're lining up with the Sea-Doo, backing up. The fisheye isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. This does have the 360 camera as well. So we'll back up as close as we can. Don't have a hitch on here, so I don't really know where the hitch would be, but maybe we'll stop there, see what it looks like at the back. Looking at the mirror there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm center with the Sea-Doo, not quite center with the Sea-Doo, but I definitely got to move over because those fender flares are a little wide. Can you see that? Got to pay attention to that. So I'm thinking with my current hitch, the Sea-Doo would probably sit somewhere about there. Definitely different working around this tire, but not impossible to get under here and kind of hook it up. You can see the distance between the winch. Oh, you can see the distance between the winch and the tire. See what happens when we open this door. Well, the nice thing is the tire is a bit of a bumper, so you can't hurt the door. I mean, that doesn't open up with that door open that far. Oh, there must be something in here that releases it to allow you to open it. That's too bad. So, not impossible to get in here. How much more would I need, I wonder, to open up the door? Let's see what that looks like. Here's where we would have to be to let the tire clear. And that's the distance, and I still can't open up the glass. Now in the summer, we probably don't have this top on either, which is a good point. So the other option as well is I could back the winch up on the trailer, I think. The Sea-Doo's not sticking out much past the back of the trailer, so that might be an option as well, and just back the machine up a bit. But not impossible. I do like that the tire is a bit of a bumper. Now, what I haven't done with this yet, I've been talking about Broncos for a while, is we've got our regular bins here that we put in the Model Y and stuff to see how they fit. I'm gonna get them inside the Bronco and see what happens. So the bins fit. There's not as much space behind the bins. Might get a chair or two in there, but the big advantage you have over the Model Y is the height. Definitely get more on top of these bins. Might even be able to stack one on top of the other. Okay, so we'll see if we can put these one on top of each other inside here, because no other vehicle had that option. It's a little snug with the seat. There's that. Well, so we could get 4 bins in there, no problem. Hey YouTube, just trying to finish up this video here, and it's probably been 3 weeks since I test drove that vehicle, and I'm still struggling to kind of get it finished. I realized I didn't shoot an outro, so here it is, a little bit late. And the reason I'm struggling to get it finished is because even though I've made a decision on the vehicle I'm going to go next, I really think this is going to be a fun vehicle, and I'm really disappointed that's not maybe the direction I'm gonna go. And every time I come back to this video, I second guess my direction, so who knows what's going to happen. But overall, I love the Sasquatch package, and it goes back to this thing looks great. The dealer was doing a great job with kind of putting the second top in, getting the trailer hitch put on it, that kind of thing. But it came down to dollars and cents. I mean, the reason I didn't want the truck or keep the truck as much as I love my F-150 is just because of the cost it was going to cost me to buy it out. I've been fortunate over the last 7 years to be able to drive the truck, and it's been really economical. The payments have been really low. Gas mileage is pretty decent on it, as you saw in the video. And when the payments almost doubled, it just didn't make sense anymore to drive it. As much as I use it, it's convenient. I don't really use it. I wanted to go electric for a long time. If you've been following my channel, you heard me talk about that. Ideally, the vehicle that I would buy would be the Rivian R1T. It's way up there in cost and not a direction I'm looking to go either. So this is coming in a little bit high, and they're doing a great job with kind of getting rid of some of the equity in the truck and that kind of thing. But every time I come back to the video, I love the look of it. I love the thought of taking the top off it. It's a lot of fun. It looks great with the big tires on it. I mean, definitely that's the way they look the best. But I've always thought in my head that it seems so impractical, and weighing the impractical versus the fun maybe is what I'm doing here. So bottom line is I like the Ford infotainment system. I like that it's similar. It's a little bit noisy, a little bit noisier than the truck. Is that going to matter when you have the top off? Probably not. It's going to be even noisier. Am I going to get annoyed with it over time? Not too sure. A little apprehensive about the fuel economy. As much as it was a decent drive home from the dealership, that's only one little drive. I don't want to get into spending more money on payments and then yet spending more money on fuel. We were looking at this as just being a lease, and I really think the next vehicle I want to do, I want to buy. So yeah, kind of an interesting dilemma. I'm going to finish this up, add this outro to the end of this video, and thanks again for watching. Stay tuned. If you're interested in subscribing, do so. Going to let you know what I decide shortly. I've done some work already to kind of get that figured out, and it should be here shortly, unless of course I change my mind and go back to this guy, because it's still sitting on the lot. All right, anyways, this is Greg Sinty for Along for the Ride, and saying see ya. Enjoy the weather.
Oh, now this is a Bronco.
Yeah.